fuzzy. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we have visual. It looks like we do. Alright. And the message should be going out that I'm live. Either that or it's just not going to send and I'm going to have to delete it. Either way, people know that roughly about 5 p.m. is when I'm going to start streaming, so we'll just wait for a few minutes and then we'll get started at 5 like we always do. Alright. Make sure that's set to live chat. Alright. Welcome everybody back to Hallowstream 2022. As always, we'll take just the first 5 minutes of stream, wait for people to hop in. In the meantime, we're just gonna hang out on the main menu screen for a quick second. And as I say, or as I'm hoping to get into the habit of saying at the beginning of every stream, if there is a stream that you missed that you want to watch, you can check the link in the description of this live stream as well as the live stream of my new intro video that I have on my channel. I made that because, well, I wanted people to know what I was doing with the channel, for one, and two, so that way when I link people to the channel, they see that it's still active and not just, you know, an empty channel that I'm telling people to check out. Alright. This might seem a bit random, but that was just plucking around with the buttons on the controller, and it makes me miss the older days of games where they would have secrets and cheat codes hidden behind button combinations. Of course, you know, there were some good ones and there were some terrible ones. Particularly in games where you couldn't save after you input the cheat codes, or even just, you know, password codes, because there were some games that had those. So you had to put them in each time you wanted to play it. Shoutouts to Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, both on the PlayStation. Those two, you could unlock additional fighters, but I'm pretty sure, like I'm 95% sure, you couldn't save either game, so you would just have to input the cheat code on the main menu each time. So yeah, that was always something that frustrated me about those games. Not to mention, they're just not good fighting games in general. And that kind of sucks because that is one of two games that is, you know, marked as a Dragon Ball GT game. Like, obviously we have Dragon Ball GT characters in other games, like the Budokai Tenkaichi, Infinite World, Xenoverse. Anyway, it is 5 o'clock, so let us head in as I continue speaking. I'm doing Cool Edge Night, right? I'm pretty sure we're on the Cool Edge Night. Oh hey, it's Wentos, our good buddy. Mumble bumble, mumble mumble, bumble bumble, whisper whisper. Whew, we made it to the town in one piece. That last time was scary. Wentos, you are nuts. Why you gotta be so afraid, eh? Why run? Well, hello again. Stranger, take a good look. I'm pretty sure you can't, buy from Wentos as the werehog, unless you have to talk to him a whole lot more than I have. I just don't think it's possible. Nope, come here. We ain't doing this today. Yep. I think I got him. Alright. Yeah. Didn't explode into XP, but whatever. Alright. But Ultimate Battle 22, you know. Oh no, it's a bad DBZ game. It's gonna kill off the DBZ franchise forever. We'll never get a good DBZ game after Ultimate Battle 22 on the PlayStation flopped. But, you know, jokes aside, Ultimate Battle 22 could flop, and not much come from it. But, Final Bout, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, you know, that one, GT ain't nearly as popular. So they don't have nearly as many chances with that series as they do Dragon Ball Z. So it kind of sucks that both of the Dragon Ball GT games, both that one and the Game Boy Advance game, GT Transformation, I believe it was done by Webfoot Technologies, the Legacy of Goku dudes. Oh, I just didn't go to Cool Edge Night yet. What? Why can I not do the move? Anyway, GT Transformation, not very good. I understand they probably didn't have the time to do a full-fledged action-adventure RPG like the Legacy of Goku series, considering how much time and care they put into, you know, games like Legacy of Goku 2 and Boo's Fury. I didn't kill that one dude, did I? Right there. Are there people who spawn over here? Alright. I'll switch it back to day in just a second. There is something over here. Oh. It's just a peg to grab onto, I guess. Can you actually enter the store during that time? No, I didn't think so. Huh. Sonic Unleashed absolutely smacks. I agree. This is one of, if not my favorite 3D Sonic games. And learning that we finally have a stable console release via the Xbox Series X was pretty much one of the main reasons why I wanted to get a Series X in the first place, aside from, I have I've probably said this on stream countless numbers of times, but hold up. No, I had the Stomp Blast stream. What? Oh, did it not save my progress? That's unfortunate. Not gonna lie, I have a soft spot for 06. You know what? Same. Alright, well, I guess we're going to run through, Cool Edge Day again. Yeah, because I beat Cool Edge Day, Dragon Road Knight, and then I fought the Dark Gaia Phoenix and Egg Devil Ray last stream, I'm pretty sure. Nope, I just went this way. Alright, well, while we are replaying this section, it gets way too much hate. Like, obviously it's not great, but not only is the music insane, it's not too bad. I would highly recommend to you the fan-made remake on PC done by Chaos X, known as Project 06. Oh, nice. That very much, this is going swimmingly. It very much refines the rough edges of the gameplay of Sonic 06. So much so that I have 100%ed every single, demo release that has come out since, I want to say, the 1.5 update. It was before we even got Shadow's story. But if you have a PC, I know that one of Chaos X's collaborators, Beats, also makes Android ports. But if you have an Android phone that can run it, or a decent build PC, I would very much recommend Project 06. It is pretty much my recommended way to play the game, because I don't want to go through the hassle of, pretty sure it's called J-tagging? That's the Xbox 360 modding? I don't want to go through the hassle of J-tagging, either one of my Xbox 360s. Which, funny I mentioned that, I have two Xbox 360s. One of them is the, sort of, I believe it was arcade version. Whatever the first or second model was. Come on. Come on, you gotta be joking! How did I miss all of those? But I have an Xbox 360e model, because I kind of very much prefer the design of the Xbox 360e, but my good friend... no. Don't save the screenshot. Don't remind me of my shame. The arcade, the Xbox 360 arcade, the original model that still that has an HDMI port, was a gift from a friend, which is why I have it. And then I got myself an Xbox 360. That being said, still prefer the PlayStation 3 over the two. There we go. Alright. Oh, nice! I do remember getting hit by the egg pawn or whatever in the last stream, but it didn't result in me dying. This is... Ooh. Really wish the game would have saved my progress. I don't know why it didn't. But yeah. I guess if you wanted last stream but worse, I might go for longer today, just to make up for the fact that it didn't save my progress. So yeah. I don't trust these dudes anymore. Alright. Hopefully this won't be my first E rank, but if it is, I can show y'all what the E rank sounds like. Oh, I was so close to getting, Yeah, because now I have the missile punch. This is gonna... That sucks. Alright, well... Now we can go through Spagonia. Oh, and because the game didn't save, it thinks... Oh, okay, it just had to load. Yeah. I'm sorry. If you would like to see the cutscene in its entirety, once again, the link in the description. The link in the description will lead you to my Stream Archives playlist where you can catch any of my previous live streams. It is also in the description of my brand new channel intro, which also came out today. Alright. Ah, yes, hello, good morning. Alright. Now let's head to... I believe we can do this right now. Yes, we can. Okay. New intro is out already? Wowie, I watch later. Well, thank you. Alright, well... Guess we're doing this again. If y'all didn't see my last stream, well, I guess we're running it back because for some reason it didn't save. Which is fine because I enjoy the werehog stages. Well, I enjoy this game in general, I should say. Now that we have some people in chat, I would like to know what... his arms are so big, it's kinda... Alright. What are some of y'all's favorite stages in this game? I would probably say, in terms of just going for the S rank, it is so difficult, but in that sense, it is so rewarding. Going for the S rank in the day stages of Jungle Joyride is probably my favorite levels to play through in this game. As for nighttime stages, I pretty much enjoy all of them except for Jungle Joyride. And it's primarily because of all of the death by a bottomless pits, aka the 2 feet of water. Haven't played the game yet, but I like werewolves. Well, that's alright. You'll see me play the game. So, I know seeing and playing are two different things, but you can kind of glean a sense of the level design just from watching. This is Spagonia. Specifically, the stages are called Rooftop Run. I would very much recommend that in your spare time you listen to the music of the nighttime stages, because you don't really get to hear them that often in-game because of the singular battle theme. Alright, come here. I like your voice, it's comfy. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. Well, I'm going to be here for a bit because if you didn't hear before, the game didn't save my progress from the last stream, so I'm going to be going for a bit longer today just to compensate. Alright, and this time, I won't miss this collectible. Nope, didn't want to go back there. There we go. And to make up for all those sun medals that I missed during the day stage, come here, give me the box. Alright. Yeah, oh. I did that last time, too. It is... The hitbox is deceptively... or it stays for a deceptively long time, I've noticed. Oh, they are way too close? Yep. A tactical genius. Ultimately, if I had to give my favorites, it played the particle effects for, the top spin attack, but the dude didn't get a chance to do it, so that looked a bit strange. I like when games do that. Like, I know some people are just like, oh, that's so unpolished, they should have proper, like, checks to see if the animation was cut off, and then it's just like, ultimately, it's just a bit of harmless fun. Like, that's not the thing that's going to make or break the game. It's just something goofy that you can laugh at when you notice it. But I'm pretty sure I said this in a previous stream. But I don't really have a preference between the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions over the Wii and PS2 versions. Like I said, I think they do some things better than the other version. I think the Wii version does some things better than the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, as well as does some other things worse, like I think the Werehog combat. For as much as it gets derided for being button mashy in this version, I feel like the Wii version really accentuates that, and that's mainly where my problems lie with that version. I like the idea of splitting up the longer Werehog stages in the Wii version to just be multiple stages rather than just one long run. I know some stages do get to be up to an hour long. They make games differently. I thought they were all the same. Well, because this was a multi-platform game and the Nintendo Wii wasn't nearly as strong as the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. They couldn't exactly port this game one-to-one to the Wii, and so made their own outsourced a company known as Dimps to make the Wii and PlayStation 2 version, while handling the main PS3 and Xbox 360 version in-house at Sega. I don't have that move yet. Wow, you know a lot of trivia. Well, thank you. I actually make quizzes because Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my special interests. I have made quizzes about Castlevania, Mega Man, Sly Cooper, Sonic the Hedgehog, Dragon Ball, just a whole bunch of various things. Just, you know, sort of to test my friend's knowledge. And here we have the area that gave me a bunch of trouble the other day, because they send a lot more of those shooting egg pawns around the corner, I believe. I wonder how much trash learned. Probably not too much if I'm being honest, because most of it just goes over their heads. Goes over their head. I know how words work. And this is one of the things that I very much enjoy about this game. You can just go inside buildings and just destroy stuff, and it is very satisfying. Not so much in the when you're actually playing it on PS3 and Xbox 360 and the game's frame rate absolutely tanks. But when you're just running around on the Series X, or if you're emulating it and have a powerful enough PC to have it run at a stable frame rate, then it just, you know, is very fun. Also, this camera is going going wild trying to figure out where I'm going. Nope, don't have that move yet. Oh, that's gonna be a common theme for I thought I killed you. Oh no, I killed one, not the other one. But that spinning top move that the dude just did, that was the move that the dude who got the sort of glitched animation as it died was trying to do. And one thing that I didn't point out in the first run of the stage, that I want to commend the developers for is, you know, obviously you have stretchy limbs and you have a punch move. They actually coded it that if there is a wall in between, where you're trying to punch and, you know, the breakable objects, it doesn't work. You have to actually get past the wall. And while, yes, it doesn't really make sense in terms of animations, because clearly you pass through the wall and get to the object, it doesn't really break sort of the progression that they want you to do. You can't just cheese puzzles, just, oh, there's something I want in here. Yoink. Okay, see ya. I feel like, just because of the different developers between versions, like I said, Dimps versus Sonic Team and Sega themselves, there's a lot less exploration in the Wii and PS2 versions that I feel like is kind of missing. Like, I know I just praised that version for being somewhat shorter in terms of stage length, but you know, there are those things that I miss. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, and now I'm just going to get my wonderful abilities back. Alright, there we go. And there's this one. But yeah, just like the very like cool, calm nighttime themes are just so nice. It's so good for like easy listening and just having on in the background. And of course you have your adrenaline pumping daytime stages. Wait, how did a hedgehog turn into a werewolf? Yeah, the actual term werehog doesn't really make sense because of, you know, the actual root of the word, werewolf. But in this game, it is explained that, those, like, goopy creatures, like that dude up there, are known as Dark Gaia creatures. And Sonic has been infected with Dark Gaia energy. It's seen at the very beginning of the game when Dr. Eggman unleashes Dark Gaia from being trapped in the center of the Earth. And somehow this just kind of goes up to Eggman's spaceship where Sonic was, and gives him Dark Gaia energy. Probably because Sonic was using the Chaos Emeralds, and Eggman then took that power of the Chaos Emeralds to split the Earth open to get Dark Gaia. That's my theory. Ultimately, I'd say it's a game. They just want you to be able to play it. They want you to be able to play with this new sort of gameplay style without creating an entire new character just for this one game. Alright. And there we go. Sounds like cool lore. Funnily enough, there's a character named Gregorios in this game who has the line, "I am well acquainted with the lore of Sonic the Hedgehog." But yes. The Sonic the Hedgehog lore is a very interesting and complicated thing. Like, you have the games, the cartoon shows, the comics, the good comics. As well as, you know, the movies, but they're their own separate thing, as if the other one. Yeah, so there have been multiple runs of comics throughout the years. The longest running one was the one done by Archie Comics. And then IDW Publishing has recently done Sonic comics. I would very much recommend those. Those are perhaps my favorite Sonic comic. Yeah. The head writer for the IDW Sonic comics, Ian Flynn, was actually the one who adapted the English script of Sonic Frontiers, which is one of the reasons why I'm very excited for that game, aside from the gameplay looking interesting. Oop. But then there are the sort of British, what are known as Sonic the Comic. But because there's another comic called Sonic the Comic, most people refer to the British one as Fleetway's Sonic. And then there is the French, it was either called Adventures of Sonic, or that was the other one called Sonic the Comic. As well as, I believe there's been 2 different Japanese manga. There was one that came out around 92? Like 1992, I want to say. And then another set. That's a lot of comics. How did I not hear of them until today? You know, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm glad I could open your eyes to the world of Sonic comics. Like I said, the Archie comics were the ones that ran for the longest. So there are some good stories and a whole lot of them where it's just like, cool, this is... Thank you, Ken Penders. But that's a topic for another time. There are so many other people who have dug into Ken Penders, both in terms of research and because it's not that great of a writer or artist, in my opinion. But there are plenty of videos. I believe there was a video by the YouTuber known as Low Art, just going into the bonkers lore of his Knuckles the Echidna run of comics, because Ken just kind of took that one Echidna and friggin' ran with him. But most of the Echidna just looked like essentially like recolors of Knuckles. And you can't take it seriously at all. And just, but like I said, Ken Penders isn't the only person who worked on the, Archie comics. There are wonderful people, I believe. Evan Stanley, like I said, Ian Flynn. There are a few others. Well, more than a few others, because I believe it ran for almost 30 years. But, you know, there are a whole lot of people who have worked on the Archie comics that luckily migrated to IDW, so you can enjoy them without having to go through like 15 years of Sonic comics. And of course, you know, like I said, aside from the comics, there are other forms of media that Sonic the Hedgehog has been a part of. The movies are very good. I very much enjoy the movies. The TV shows, they're a bit more hit and miss. The first 2, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog, which is known by a lot of fans as Sonic Sat AM. Are the comics easy to read? I'm bad at reading. Yeah, I'd say especially the IDW comics are pretty easy to read. They they focus a lot more on action rather than, you know, characters standing around just talking all the time. So I'd say even if you're not the greatest at reading, you can at least enjoy the wonderful art. Alright, chew none. Alright. Ooh, I like those comics. Yeah. I can read pictures, yeah. But yeah, like I said, if comics aren't your speed, there are also the cartoon shows. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog most recently got a wonderful Blu-ray release by Discotech Media. There is Sonic the Hedgehog, otherwise known as Sonic's at AM, which is a show that took itself more seriously. And I very much enjoyed it because, you know, it had a larger focus on a serialized story. While still having Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog running at the same time, so you can have those sort of... Yes, thank you, Sonic. This is Sonic Unleashed. Alright. Oh, I have to go around and collect all the pickups. Because, once again, didn't save from last stream. I thought we left this game 1,314 years ago. Well, you know what? I'm kind of stuck in the past, so... No, in all seriousness, I just very much enjoy this game. And so, any excuse to play it again, I will most certainly take. I believe Discotech Media also put out the Sonic X Blu-ray release, but that was standard definition on Blu-ray disc, otherwise known as SD on BD, which aren't the greatest, but still has a better video codec than DVD players, or DVD rather. What next? Are you gonna play Sonic the Hedgehog for the Xbox 360? Well, considering, or depending on if we have the next... do I have a copy of Shadow the Hedgehog in my collection? Okay, I'm going to answer Sonic's questions first. Next year, am I going to play Sonic the Hedgehog for the Xbox 360? I might play the fan-made PC port by Chaos X, Project 06. Which is on PC, and I gave a glowing recommendation earlier in the stream. But to answer May's question, I do have a copy of Shadow the Hedgehog on my original Xbox. The problem with that is that I don't... my original Xbox isn't working. So yes, I have it in my collection, I just can't play it on stream until I get my original Xbox fixed. And... oh, that's right, I have to go to Spagonia, because I didn't actually do that. But yeah, I grew up playing pretty much every sort of big generation of Sonic. I love Sonic 2. Or I love Sonic as well. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is pretty great. The first ever game that I played was Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and then I grew up playing games like Sonic Heroes, the original Genesis trilogy, Sonic Unleashed. Like I said, I've been playing this game pretty much since it came out. and playing games like Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog on my original Xbox. I didn't play the adventure games until later in my life. Do you love me? But IGN said Sonic was never good. Well, IGN has said quite a few things. I don't always trust IGN. Because, well, to be fair, it is a network. There are multiple different people. But yes, I think it was an episode of Game Scoop where it was the dudes goofing and being like, oh yeah, people only play Sonic the Hedgehog because they want to have sex with Big the Cat and, you know, things like that. It was very much just sort of like inflammatory things and like, you know, it's one of those things you can't really look into it too deeply. Like, obviously, yeah, give them crap for it, but, like, at the end of the day, like, they're not sitting there, like, actively harming. It looks like we can't get in here yet. Let's try something else. Do I not have... Oh, I need to go do Chunan first. There's a cat in the game. Yes, there are multiple cats in the Sonic series. There is Big the Cat, who is first introduced in Sonic Adventure. Then showed up in various cameo roles. I believe the last time you could play as him in a mainline Sonic game, like not counting racing games and whatnot, was probably Sonic Heroes in 2003. The purple one, yeah, that one. But then there's Blaze the Cat, who was introduced in 2005 and is one of the best characters that I wish they would use more often. That is Blaze the Cat. She was first introduced in 2005's Sonic Rush for the Nintendo DS. Alright, Air Boost shoes. Now we can go play Dragon Road Day. Or not. I forgot that Blaze was a cat. I love her. That's fair. So I got the air boost. Oh. You wanna know what helped? If I actually went to where the stage entrance was. Alright. Yeah, they even have that cutscene saying, hey, go over here. Alright. Was there... Oh, there was another collectible over here. I just completely walked past it. Alright. And I believe the last time you could play as Blaze in a, once again, mainline game. Do you know a place where you could get your Xbox fixed? See, the problem is I don't have a car. So even if I did have the money to repair it, I would probably have to ship it out in the mail or get somebody to drive me to another city to get it fixed. And all of the areas that I checked in the area that I live around have never gotten back to me on it. So, to answer your question, not really. Yeah. There are PC repair shops in my area, but, you know, they focus more on actual computers rather than game consoles. I just ran into that one, okay. But yeah, don't worry, I will keep looking for some place to get that fixed, and of course I gotta save up money, because depending on what needs to be replaced, whether it be the power supply or, you know, the capacitors just need to be checked or something needs to be resoldered, you know, it could get pretty expensive. No? Ooh. I should learn to fix, that way I can try to do it for you. Well, I appreciate it. The way that it broke in the first place was my ex-roommate and I tried to install the Xbox HD Plus mod, which, do you know when Sonic Frontiers, I just realized I tried to punch a little girl, yes. It may be a digital facsimile of a little girl, but yes, that is trying to punch a little girl. Sage is probably going to tell her parents, and by that I mean the Titans, and just throw you through more mountains. There we go. They have 2 sun medals right here? Wow. I can't have that. Well, you know, just collect the Chaos Emeralds on each island, and hopefully it should turn out just fine for you. That being said, I am very much looking forward to Sonic Frontiers. I pre-ordered the Steam version, but I also have the Xbox Series X version for, you know, if I want to stream the game, because my computer could probably run it, but not run it and stream it at the same time. But, you know, I have the Xbox Series X version in my Amazon wishlist, which I don't have in the description of this video, but I finally added that to the description of my channel intro. So if y'all would like to support me more directly, aside from just being here, which I very much appreciate, you can do that. Of course, this is completely optional. You don't have to do that. I have plenty of stuff already when it comes to stuff I can make content with and about. So don't feel like, oh, you know, this is something that I'm pressuring anybody to do. This is entirely optional. Please don't kill me. I really don't like when those enemies get you backed into a corner. Ooh. Okay, come on. Gimme. There. Now, grab the other one. Fine. Don't grab the other one. Come on. By the way, this, like... hey, Meg, you want... that grabbing animation, or not grabbing, but, sort of like beatdown animation, has always made me laugh whenever, like, especially when you grab 2 of them and start doing it, like, he just shows no concern. Obviously, you know, they're enemies, but just the way that he effortlessly just, like, throws them on the ground, it is hilarious to me. Oh, gee, a date with Sonic, heck yeah. Yeah. Oh, I could have used this time to show some of the other combos that I got. Like the other charge move that I have. I now have the swipe version of the charge move. Alright. And in here is a sun medal. Ah. A chance to redeem myself, hopefully. Alright. Okay, cool. I was about to say, oh, don't tell me, it just kind of drops into the water and disappears. No, no, ah! Dang it. Okay. I'll do this challenge arena one more time, and then if I don't, I'll just run through. It's not that big of an issue, I just like having the XP. Can you please grab any of the other... Yeah, I got both of them. A date with Sonic. I was trying to think if there was like a meme that the Sonic social medias ever made about having a Sonic dating simulator. I don't think there is. I could be wrong. I don't have every meme that the Sonic social media accounts had ever made memorized. I want to marry Shadow. He's hot. Well, you know, he is a 50-some-odd-year-old hedgehog alien from space, technically. So, you know, if you can get that to happen without him constantly, you know, remembering Maria, go right ahead. By the way, I'm gonna die. Yay. Alright. What? Oh, the dudes died in my arms. Okay, I was just like, why did I just let go of them? Shadow the Hedgehog's shoes, like the roller shoes, jet shoes, I should say. So cool. Alright, you know what? XP isn't that important. And it saves all the collectibles you've gotten even if you haven't reached a new checkpoint. Which is very nice, because I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna get the slip on him. Alright. Oh, that was cool. Do they have the characters' shoe sizes anyway? I don't know. And I think Izuka-san does not want to answer that. Just, you know, just call it a hunch. I think he sees how, dedicated the Sonic fan base is. That Faker isn't really fast, he's just using his hover boots to help him. He isn't fast. I mean, quite possibly that is the case. I don't think we've ever seen him without, the hover boots. I could be wrong, if there is a game. Because they don't really change shoes that often unless, you know, you're looking at a spin-off game. Like, Sonic Riders. I timed that very, very poorly. Like Sonic Riders and whatnot. Oh, great. Love that. Okay. Fine. Alright. But yeah, I died like 3 or 4 times just trying to get this moon medal. Whew. Last time, because, I love this game. One criticism I have of it is they don't give the Werehog a proper drop shadow. Like, you have the more, like, sort of realistic shadow, that's cast by light sources and whatnot, but there's no shadow directly below you showing you where you are going to drop, which makes platforming a bit tougher than it needs to be in some cases. Come on. How did I miss the... We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Alright. Try number 2. I mean number 1. What are you talking about? How did you like the Burger King earlier? It's a burger. I'm not super picky when it comes to burgers. So, you know, pretty much any free food I'll take. Ooh, I grabbed him. Hey, nice. Alright. Oh, there was just this one dude that I didn't get. Knock him over the edge. Yeah. So those dark magician looking dudes, they come in multiple flavors just like the rest of the enemies in this game. The reason why they're annoying is because they can power up enemies or heal them up. And I always forget which one's which. So I just kill all of them whenever I see them. There are ones who can send out electricity and fire, and those do damage over time. That sounds scary. Yeah. It's not too bad. Once you know what you're actually doing. But just having them on the field gives them the opportunity to either damage you. So about the shoe thing, you're calling Sonic Adventure 2 a spin-off game. Well, no, I'm saying we haven't seen Shadow not wear his hover boots outside of games like, sort of, what is it? Sonic Riders. Even though, you know, the jet boot was its own sort of, variety of thing. What I'm saying is we haven't seen Shadow without the hover shoes. He's had them pretty much since Sonic Adventure 2. I believe even in Sonic Boom, he had his hover shoes. Speaking of spin-offs. But, you know, I don't pay too much attention to Sonic Boom. I watched through the series once, enjoyed it, but didn't find that it was something that I'd be like, oh yes, this is infinitely rewatchable. It's a comedy show, you know, you kind of run into that thing where if you know the jokes, you can rewatch it, but it doesn't have that same impact that it did the first time. But I digress. Shadow's hover shoes. So cool. Don't think we've seen a game without them, though. No, don't destroy it. Ew. It doesn't really actually do much damage to, like, the big dude, but just having something that can get rid of all the smaller enemies is so nice, especially those friggin' dark magicians. Yeah, I think I've seen one without him in fan art. Yeah. Oh, okay, so it just has to be in a specific part of the water. That's interesting. Yes, I'm sure there is a whole lot of artwork of Shadow without shoes that you can find on the internet. I choose not to. Smiley face. They seem strong. Well, you see the, sorry to go back to your point earlier, the way that they balance getting away with, like, 3 to 4 of those Dark Magician dudes. I know that's not the actual name, but I don't remember what their actual name is, so I'm calling them Dark Magicians. The way they get around having so many of those in different combat scenarios is the fact that they are very easy to kill once you're actually focusing on them. But that's not always something that you can do. Ah, the Earthshaker, one of my favorite moves. I do feel like the Werewheel Rush, I believe it was called, is better in terms of overall, like, sort of utility, but just sitting there smashing the ground is just so satisfying. Alright, going up there. Oh no, boss fight. Yeah, this is the Dark Guy, Phoenix. It's not too bad. Oh no! Oh, the effects from my Earthshaker were still active in that QTE segment. Oh, that's funny. Honestly, it's not a very popular opinion, but I very much enjoy playing Sonic games for their boss fights. Like, obviously, I realize, you know, the main chunk of the game is the sort of platforming segments. But I do very much enjoy getting to use a greater emphasis on combat in... You're joking. Okay. Oh no, you're a bird. Oh, well, I'm sorry. You might want to look away, just for the next few minutes. Oh, you're joking. I was hoping that I could grab it before, the dude did it. Boss fights are always cool. Yeah, people people aren't the biggest fan of boss fights when it comes to Sonic. Primarily just because, you know, it tends to drag down the pace of Sonic games. Oh, are you kidding me? Because I didn't get the second water jug off, it then got all of its fire back. Alright, come on. Come here. There you go. So yeah, essentially you just do enough damage to the Dark Gaia Phoenix to get it to that little orange, oops, that little orange part of its life bar, and then you get a quick time event. As such. And then you do it 3 times, and that's the boss fight. Yeah! I will say there is one boss fight that is much better in the Wii and PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed than it is in the PS3 and Xbox 360 version. And that is, I want to say it's the Dark Gaia Guardian. Primarily because in the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version, you just push blocks the entire boss fight. Come on. I can dodge it better than that. Meanwhile, in the Wii version... Alright. In the Wii version, it is an actual boss fight. Whew, I got through this so much quicker on my previous run. Normally, I do not have this much of an issue fighting this dude. Alright, come on. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I was hoping I could damage him a bit before he went to go sit on this platform. Alright, and last QTE of this boss fight. Unless, of course, I screw it up, which I'm hoping not to. Alright, and this last one is a bit of a unique one, as this 6A button prompt, or cross if you're playing on PlayStation 3, is actually a QTE that is always... See, in last stream I got an S rank on this, so that's just kind of disappointing. But there was something I was saying there. Yeah, I forgot. Oops. So we are almost back to where we were, in about half the time it took. One thing I will point out about this cutscene is I just love the interactions that Sonic and Chip have. Look at that, we didn't kill Dark Gaia Phoenix, we purified it.
The moment the temple lit up, the beast woke up. It appears he's come back to his
But like this, where Chip flies back and then Sonic grabs at him. It's so funny to me. Anyway, that was all I want to show with that cutscene. Then we have another one with Eggman and his Orbot 0.5, otherwise known as Ergo.
Your dinner, Doctor. Thank you.
Alright. And now we might actually be able to play the game. Alright. Before we go, I do want to see if I can play Dragon Road Day now. Just so that way I can get that done before we head back to Spagonia and whatnot and have to head to Holoska. For Cool Edge Night. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I know, Chip. Well, thank you for showing me that. I probably have to talk to Professor Pickle again. Look at all these characters I'm not going to talk to right now. Yeah, we gotta talk to Professor Pickle. I believe... No, in the Wii version, it has the sort of town segment, the level select, and then the entrance stage. It doesn't let you go immediately to Professor Pickle's lab. Oh, all of the stuff that I bought didn't save. Ah. Oh well, it's not like there's anything that, like, you need to beat the games in the shop. I just like having something to give to Professor Pickle, because you have to go and talk to him every so often. Alright. Ah, we don't have enough for Art Book 60 Nice. What a shame. Alright. Hey look, it's Amy. Hi Amy. Bye Amy. Alright, tell me that I need to go to the Spagonia gate, please. Alright. That was an animation. But yeah. So, chat members of the chat, what are some of your favorite Sonic games? Hey Sonic, I wonder how you're supposed to get up there. I wonder, Chip. You know, I keep missing that Trail of Rings. That is unfortunate. I've only played Rush and a little bit of another one. Well, Rush is a good one to have played. It is a very good game. Mind blank right now. Very, very fair. Oh, neat. I never knew that Sun Metal was there. The things you learn when running into a wall head first. Heroes, yes. Fair enough. Like I said, I will be streaming for a bit. Come on. A bit longer than usual, so if you do pass out, I might be set an alarm to wake up for stream. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I probably won't be doing like a 10-hour live, but maybe like 3 or 4 hours just to make up for the time that I lost and keep losing by running into walls. Do I have a set schedule? Not really. I try to aim for 2-hour lives just because that's I find that to be a good time where the live streams don't drag on for too long, while still providing enough content for people to have to watch later. Sometimes I will do shorter lives if, you know, the game I'm playing is short or I don't have that much to say. And I will go on for longer. Nice. If, you know, situations like this where something screwed up in between one of the streaming days and I lost progress. Or just, you know, I'm going to beat the game if I just keep going that same day. Which is why the bonus stream for Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, I believe that one was stream number 2, was, I want to say either an hour or 2 hours longer. He looks so fast when running in this game. Yeah, that is that is a staple of the boost sort of gameplay. It very much makes you feel like you're running to the other end of the earth while you're playing through a day and time stage. Want to be as fast as Sonic? Well, you know, just gotta start running. Gotta start somewhere. There we go. Screwed that up the other day. Alright. There was something I was saying, I swear. Oh well. Also, for those wondering why I am drifting and pushing it left analog stick back and forward so often while I'm running through those straightaways, it's because that's sort of a speedrunning tactic. Where, I mean, I I don't feel nearly equipped to explain how sort of M speed works live on stream. Nice. But essentially, it lets you go faster than what you would do normally by just, you know, even just boosting in a straight line. Whoop. Yep. But if you think this game goes fast normally, you should very much look up a speedrun of this game because, whew, it is a wild time. Alright. Still a B rank. I think I got like a C rank when I ran this the other day. So you know what? I will very much take that. This is your reminder to hydrate. Sonic speedruns sound cool. Yeah, there are so many, let me check for Windows real quick. There are so many Sonic games where it's just like, oh, people assume this is boring because the whole point of the game is to go fast. I know it sounds cool, but it is difficult. I have tried. Nice. But You know, people just assume that it's boring because, oh, Sonic is a game all about going fast. Why? Oops, sorry. Sorry, Brenda. I like speed, but speed is hard. Oh, understandable. I'm so sorry. I keep losing my train of thought. All right. That I. Okay, Sonic. Gonna have to. Sonic speedruns. Thank you, man. Bringing it back to what we were talking about. Yeah, people assume that Sonic speedruns. Perfect pickup line. Yes. Please don't try that out on people you don't know.
Here we
Just
go.
as a general bit of life advice. But people assume that just because Sonic is a game about going fast, oh, the speedruns are going to be boring. Very much not the case. It is so exhilarating when you get somebody who knows what they're doing, knows how to break a Sonic game in just such a way that you can just fly through the levels. Okay, not making it there. Oh. I accidentally pressed 2 buttons at once, so I'm glad it gave me that one. Good speedrunners are fun to watch. I very much agree. I have done some speedrunning casually. That might be something I would stream one day, but like right now I'm just focusing on playing games more casually while I work on other things in the background, like media analysis and etc., etc. It's just that learning speedrun tech can be very difficult, which is like the main thing that stops me from going into it more professionally, I guess is the term. There we go. I apologize if my commentary is ever lacking during the day stages. I am trying to put on a decent show and get through here relatively quickly. Nighttime stages are much easier to commentate over. Obviously, you're not going nearly as fast. Alright. That was great timing. Alright. Having lots of fun seeing Sonic do Sonic things. Well, good, I'm glad. Alright. And a point that I've made before, but this is the first time we really see this dude in the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, is the Wii and PS2 versions use this sort of mini-boss a lot more, and it makes me confused on why they didn't use this dude nearly as much in this version. Like, in this version, you just kind of run till you get to that designated area, and then it's done. I think we see that dude once or twice more in this version. Also, for some reason, Sonic's legs have been awkwardly bending once they get to this area. Like, if you compare it to some of the other sort of day stages that we've completed, Sonic's legs don't do that normally. But I digress. I was saying something. Oop, sorry. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Let me be, child. Alright, now we can go to the Spaghetti Temple. Yep. Right, invisible wall. Because they don't want you just jumping over before you can actually play through the stages. Or before you're supposed to be able to get into the entrance stage. Alright, Egg Devil Ray. I believe this is where I left off on my last stream. So we'll just quickly beat this dude, and then we head to Hallowstream for Cool Edge Night, as well as the egg... Not egg, Dark Gaia Eel? I believe is what it's called. Fish! Yes, this is a fish. Oops. Ran into the force field behind it. Nope, come on. There we go. Once again, like pretty much any of the other daytime bosses, if you have the opportunity to boost into it or homing attack into it, you always want to boost. So that way you can get that chain going and do more hits per cycle. Alright, there we go. And a fun difference between the Wii and PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions is, as you heard, that dude didn't actually have Eggman in the cockpit, as you saw in that little intro sequence as well. It just kind of has some little robot dudes that I don't know the name of. However, in the Wii and PS2 versions, I believe you still hear Eggman voice lines in there. So I don't know if that was just a random change that they made for that version. Or if they just felt like, I mean, you probably should fight Eggman, considering he's the main villain. Either way, it's just a silly, goofy little thing. Right, gotta talk to the professor, and then he just goes, "Oh, I think there's something in Hallowstream for you, my boy." Yep, there we go. Ah! Alright. Yep, come on. Gotta go a bit faster. There we go. Speaking of Sonic speedruns, I have been watching somebody speedrun the PC version of Sonic Heroes, and it is very entertaining. I'm passing out again. I should probably go back to sleep. So good luck with the game. It was nice hanging out. Well, thank you for hanging out, May. I hope you have a very wonderful sleep. Alright. Let me try again with killing these dudes, because I think the Dark Gaia barrier goes down once I kill these dudes. Or kill all the Dark Gaia creatures in the area, rather. Alright, come on. Yeah. Oh, alright. I think that was another one who fell into the lake. Well, we'll see. There is a chance that I'm misremembering this, and you just need to beat the first night stage. Because I believe what's over here is there are multiple day-night stages that you can play. Yeah, because we would have gotten a little cutscene of the area opening up. You actually thought I got heard saying fast arrow ace? Well, it's less that, but, you know, just better. You know, I mark these streams as not for children, but at the same time, I'm playing a game for all ages, so, you know, better safe than sorry, and not talking about hedgehog genitalia. Ah, come on. Oh, what was that? Yeah. Alright. I do have to be careful about my footing here. I know those. I don't even think those dudes give experience when you kill them. In fact, I'm pretty sure they respawn. If I remember correctly. Or at the very least they do in other areas that are more puzzle-like. But it is very, very entertaining to just beat up more Eggman robots. Alright. One of my favorite pieces of trivia. I didn't do it correctly. Or favorite little tidbits about this game is you can actually set them on fire. You have to be careful not to run into them while they're on fire, or else they'll set you on fire. And if you hold on to the dudes and use the sort of flame thrower enough, or for long enough, it does actually burn your hands and you drop the dude. So it's a very risk versus reward thing. As you saw, enemies that are on fire burn very quickly. So it's making sure that you can balance out using it while making sure to both not get hit yourself, as well as not dropping it because you got burned. Right. And now we can put this back on its pedestal. Oh, come on. It would help if I pressed the right button. I was so getting into the light ambient music of Cool Edge Night, and now we got da 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 again and again. Once again, I would very much suggest anybody who is listening to go listen to the Sonic Unleashed soundtrack on its own. Aside from, you know, the game being good, as most Sonic games do, they have amazing soundtracks. And this game is certainly no exception. There was somewhere I was going with that. Oh, unfortunately, with the amount of combat the Werehog does, you don't really get too much of a chance to appreciate. Oop, come on. Deal with these dudes first and then go into that area. The nighttime theme, which I believe the music in this game was done by the same dude who's working on Frontiers, which is Naoto Tani, I want to say. If that is incorrect, like the actual name itself, I know it ends with Otani. I don't know if I got the other part of the name correct. If I'm incorrect, then I apologize. Get out of here. Come on. No! Dang it! Well, it's a good thing the checkpoint was right there. I'm going to use these little dudes to my advantage. No! Dang it! That's what happens when you fail a quick time event. Oh, the jerks! Ooh, I'm about to die. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I'm about to die if I don't take this seriously. I have such a hard time figuring out what my favorite piece of Sonic music is. Because, you know, there's such a wide variety. The one that I've been listening to most often recently, aside from T. Lopes' amazing Blue Blurst collection, which you should definitely check out, combines various different acts from Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. To make amazing renditions. I just generally have a hard time figuring out, like, what my favorite piece of Sonic music is, because I listen to so much of it. And, like, you know, I love Crush 40. Crush 40 is, amazing. But, you know, there are some times where you prefer the more epic, like, adventurous stuff. There are times where you enjoy the more, quiet ambient, or, the more quiet, laid-back tracks, like a lot of the night stages. I pressed the wrong button again. There we go. Alright. Now we can beat him up. Excuse me? The lever's pulled. Yeah, that's what happens when you, hold on for too long. Oh, you have to press it again. There it is. It's just like, oh no, did I soft lock the game? But aside from that, I've also been re-listening to a lot of the earlier Genesis songs, particularly the original theme. I believe it was for Oil Ocean or Cyber City / Genocide City Zone, whatever it is. That ended up being the finals 2-player Casino Night Zone. That song is so good, like with that rockin', bumpin' bass line. Oh, it's so good. So I've been at work listening to that. As well as, you know, songs like Night of the Wind, You Can Do Anything, and the other one, Sonic Boom from the Sonic CD soundtracks. Like, there are so many friggin' good Sonic songs. And, like, the Sonic R soundtrack and the Genesis and Sega Saturn versions of Sonic 3D Blast are both good in their own rights. Like, I just can't pick a singular song out of the entirety of the Sonic the Hedgehog series that is my end-all be-all favorite. I just ran into that dude's fist. Yeah. Yeah. One thing I will say is certainly underrated is the Sonic Advance soundtracks. Sonic Battle is good in its own early 2000s abrasive pop punk sort of way. But like, the advanced soundtracks. Welcome back. I was just talking about some of my personal favorite Sonic songs. I can't say definitively I have this one song that rules over all of them, because the Sonic the Hedgehog series just has so many good songs. Between the vocal themes, the various composers who have worked on it, like Richard Jacques, I want to say it's Naoto Oshima, Jun Sonoe, and all these other, people who have worked on the Sonic series. Johnny Gielli of Crush 40, who just started a new band, actually. I want to say it's called, like, Hardline or something? But, yeah, if you enjoy Crush 40, there's that. Johnny has another band. I think this is, like, his third one that he's working on. But, like, the more ambient tracks of the night themes of this game, to, like, the more, like, blood-pumping tracks, like so. Nice. Saved that. Alright. The ones that I've been listening to recently are, T-Lopes' Blue Blurst collection, which is where he will remix various Sonic 1 and 2 stages and mash them up. And those, I want to say, it was Labyrinth Top Zone, the mix-up of Sonic the Hedgehog 1's Labyrinth and Sonic 2's Hilltop Zone. That one's got to be my favorite out of all of them that he's done. But then, like, I've also been listening to the two-player theme for Casino Night Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 while I've been at work. Because it's something that, doesn't have vocals. So if, like, say a manager needs me, I'm not distracted by listening to a vocal theme. But also that, like, rockin' bass line just gets me going. And I believe it was either the theme for Oil Ocean or Cyber/Genocide City. And it eventually got moved to... Yeah, okay. Ice could melt it. That's nice. Or fire could... Ice could melt this fire. No, 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 no. There we go. I wasn't dying in this section. Alright. Come here. Aww. Essentially, Sonic series has really good music. I can't choose a favorite. The nighttime stages... The nighttime stages are always just something, like... They really make it so they reward people who are observant. which, you know, is is something you can't always do when, you know, you program your games to be run at like a billion miles per hour. Which, you know, I know people are just like, oh, the Werehog's so dumb, I can't stand it. You know, all the more power to them. I'm not saying they have to like it. I'm saying I personally enjoy the oh, these shield dudes. I personally enjoy the chance to sort of slow down and take a look around in these stages. And sometimes I just kind of get lost in, like, the ambience and whatnot, because it's just really cool, like, stage design and world building and all that vaguely analytical sounding jargon. There we go. Finally broke the dude's shield. Was that necessary? No, but the fact that he kept blocking my missile punches made it so cathartic when I finally broke the shield to hit him with it. Alright. I don't believe you can... Yeah, you can't really use those guys to break these. Like Zoinks. Get out of here. Alright. Alright. There. And there we go. But yeah. Together we can overcome all the... Yeah, I'm sure we can overcome all the... One thing I will say, anybody who is currently in chat right now, overcome all the... okay, yeah. Just like poking a bit of fun at you. What is some of your favorite Sonic music? Since, you know, I went on a diatribe about how much I enjoy pretty much all the Sonic music and can't pick a favorite. Come on. Let me jump. Open Your Heart. That's a good one. That was, I want to say, Crush 40's first Sonic, like, vocal theme. Yeah, it's really good. Maybe you can grab onto those icicles. They look kind of fragile, though. I very much enjoy pretty much all of Crush 40's discography. One of my favorites, if not my favorite Crush 40 song, would probably have to be What I'm Made Of, the final theme from Sonic Heroes. Oh, that was close. But yeah, definitely Oven. Oven Your Heart. Open Your Heart is very much like a very good, like, pump you up, I'm ready, take you down sort of song. Oh, dear gods. Which one should I focus on first? I wish I could throw you jerks off the cliff. Oh, you're the one who heals them. Love that. What? Okay. I don't know what drained your health so suddenly, but I'm not going to complain about it. No! Oh, oh, I'm so glad they kind of have that, like, sort of forgiveness mechanic, I guess you would call it. Sort of pity mechanic, rather. Where if you are falling off an edge and you can't grab onto something and there is an enemy who is pushing you off, you can grab onto the enemy and pull yourself back up. Alright, don't know where that dude went. I don't like you. Get away. Just get out of here. I use the Earth Shaker when I want to make sure that an enemy is going to die. Because that was very stressful. And now I get to deal with more of these jerks. Yay! I'm just gonna take care of you right off the bat. Oh, I am so upset. Not actually. Alright. You know what? Let's go the normal way, because alternate path is dumb. Who even likes going on alternate paths? There's a reason why it's called the main path. And by that I mean I don't want to have to deal with that again. Please jump. I know I don't get XP from them, but I do get I do get Unleash energy, I believe. Could be wrong. Oh, that's so much fun to do. Ooh, piece of cake. You know, I didn't need to run directly into that. Maybe the icicles could be food. You know, maybe, but I'm not going to drop down into the bottom of the gorge just to find out. Oh, no. There we go. Huh, it's much easier to take these dudes on when you're not one hit away from dying. What a radical concept. Oh. And that HP, or that full heal was there the entire time. And there was a, well, okay, to be fair, I don't think the defense up would have helped me much, considering how low of HP I was last time. Let's just take you two out. Alright. Now, chat members of the chat, should I attempt grabbing those 10 rings again? Because I don't think I can even reach that from here. But it is tempting. And I'll just forge ahead. Come on, I want that 10 ring. Come on, I want that 10 ring. It's right here. I might as well. I was about to say, I see you powering up. Oh, there we go. I wonder if your strength stat directly correlates with how quickly you take down... I mean, I'm sure it does, because, you know, like, all things in this part of... or, all things in this section of gameplay, it has a health bar. You just can't exactly see it. I forget. Do you get something by going... No, you can't go through there. Alright. Ah, right. Alright. Gonna have to ask you to calm down a little bit, dear. Gonna have to ask you to calm down. Let me get through. Oh! There's another one of them! Great! Nope. You don't get to heal people. Oh, please. No. Come on, get hit, get hit. Dang it. Okay, well. Somehow we exchanged blow. Oh, there you are. I was about to say, somehow we exchanged blows just enough to where I did not die there. Which I am very grateful for. Oh, and there's another one of you, too. Well. Unfortunately for you, you don't have your allies. Oh no, a full moon. Hello, Sonic the Werehog. Alright. Here we go. Wild World Warehammer. Alright, Crescent Moon Strike. Alright, now we have Dark Moray. I knew it was an eel of some kind. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, now we've gotten, well, that stage was something that I didn't do in the previous one. But now that we've gotten to the content that I didn't get to before, I'm thinking I will get to... What, do we unlock Shamar after this? I think I'll go through Shamar, go through there, probably get to the boss fight, and then call it a day for this stream. Right. I've been I've been replaying this boss fight using my 100%, or, you know, when I had my 100%. Not 100%, but maxed out Werehog. You're joking. Alright. Alright, come out. Now you want to come out before this thing explodes in my hands. Alright. Hey. Come on. Oh, of course. Okay, cool. There we go. Well, now it's double frozen. Come on. Do your other one. Slam the ground. You're not gonna slam the ground, are you? Wait, did I hit both of them? I think I hit both of them. That was... that was funny. Alright. One of the things that I find annoying about this fight is just trying to get the Dark Moray to get baited into... Come on. There we go. Doing that. Because sometimes it does that slam immediately, which is what we wanted. And sometimes it does another attack entirely, where it just shoots a whole bunch of ice at you. And that's not at all what I wanted. And then you have to run around the arena and essentially just throw away your hopes of using that ice canister to actually damage the boss. Right, that was me being presumptuous. Thank you, Chip. Alright, there we go. Now this one at the bottom should be the only one we have left. Yep. Alright, there we go. One thing that I will say is different between this and the rest of the Werehog fights is this one doesn't really have any QTEs to speak of, QuickTime events. And that's always kind of confused me. But, you know, it is what it is. I still think it's an interesting fight in and of itself. Nothing necessarily bad or good about having or not having QTEs in a boss fight. I think it goes down to the general flow of the boss fight, how fun it is to play in general rather than just, oh, this fight has QTEs in it, so it's bad. Alright, but now we head to Spagonia, and Professor Pickle should say, oh, I have a new lab over in Shamar, I believe it is. Why don't you come join me? Don't. Okay. Nope, come on. I don't want to talk to Ada right now. Alright. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to skip over that one. Dang it. Alright, well, at least we have this cutscene, which I want to say this cutscene was in the Wii version, but I think they might have cut it. Mainly because I'm not entirely sure what purpose it serves. But like that section of the cutscene is what I mean. That establishing shot of all the Dark Gaia creatures walking to the thing. Seriously, what is that? What is that supposed to be? And humble too.
An idea worthy of Dr. Eggman.
So good. Anyway, here is another reminder. This is your second reminder to hydrate.
Activate the Dark Gaia fusion furnace. And while you're at it, get those energy conversion circuits warmed up.
Understood. Commencing Project Dark Gaia. Requesting final clearance.
Granted. Finally, my ambitions will be achieved.
And here we are. We show up in Shamar, and look at that, Wentos is here. Ah, we meet again. Hello there. How are you doing? He's pretty comfortable around you now, eh? Thanks a lot. How can I help you? What are you doing? Who are you guys? Nope. Traveling salesman. That's what we do. We travel the world and gather rare, mysterious things to sell. Go ahead and take a look at our wares. Or, if you could, you could if we had anything to sell right now. Sorry. We should get a new stock before next time, eh? You take a look then. We'll see you around. Somewhere out there. And suddenly, they have stuff. But like I said, I am not going to purchase any food. Mainly just because I don't feel it necessary to this playthrough. One thing that I like about the food is you can feed it to yourself to get experience, or you can feed it to Chip. And, welcome to my lab. Any trouble finding the place, my boy? I know you just arrived, but have you had a look around the area yet? Ah, you should also be able to visit Empire City next to Shamar. There's another spot you'll likely want to investigate, Sonic. Although apparently not important enough to be in the Wii version. Alright. Or you can feed it to Chip, and he will tell you what he thinks of the dish, as well as increase your friendship. Now, friendship is a hidden stat, like a lot of the Chow stats in the original Sonic Adventure games, in their Chow Garden. Pretty much all it amounts to is an achievement. Like, you don't get any gameplay buffs for having Chip be friends with you? No? Okay. Look at this coward hiding in the ground. Anyway. You don't get any real gameplay benefits. But it is just something nice. Gee, Sonic, Is there anything you won't pick up? Well, I didn't want to do that. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll probably play 1 or 2 more day stages, and then go back to see if we can't S rank all those boss fights that we played through today. So, you know, Egg Devil Ray, I believe it was. Egg Devil Ray, Dark Gaia Phoenix, and Dark Moray. Of course, you know, it... Whew. That's the problem with having an air boost on the same button as your homing attack. I really want you to go in a specific order, but I say, nah, screw your order. So yeah, I might just do, like, Arid Sands Day, and then, go back and redo those boss fights until we hit 3 hours. Just that way, you know, we can save a grand majority of, these next 3 areas for, the next playthrough, and so that way I don't, you know, run out of stuff. Hey, you can do the Lightspeed Dash now! How do you know what the Lightspeed Dash is? I will say, I do kind of prefer the Wii version of Arid Sands Day over the... First off, get out of here. Secondly, there we go. What? How did I miss? Over the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, mainly just because I feel like it's a bit tighter in terms of design. Like, you know, you can take this, that, or the other path. I didn't want to do that. But this stage is very fun to blitz through. Like, you know, I feel most of these daytime stages. What is going on? Why has my daytime ability suddenly just like fallen off? I remember getting the achievement for beating this stage in a very short amount of time. It was difficult. But I eventually did it on the PS3 version. I never did end up doing it on Series X. I might do it at some point. Certainly not this stream. But at some point, yes. Jeez, anything I can run into, I will. I don't even think I hit the 10 ring there. Certainly didn't get the 10 rings over there. Whoa. Nope. Okay. If anybody is still here in chat, what do y'all think of the animated short Night of the Werehog? I very much find it to be a fun little goofy. Are you kidding me? That hit me? I very much find it to be a fun, goofy little side story that I can come back and rewatch at any time. It's not too long and doesn't really have a story to speak of. So I can just turn my brain off and enjoy the lovely little animation. Alright. As long as I didn't get an E rank, I'm fine. But yeah. I very much find it to be an enjoyable little romp. Let me grab this. Let me grab this. Alright. And then we have Skyscraper Scamper, which I remember this absolutely tanking the frame rate in the actual Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. Of course, with the FPS boost on Xbox Series X, they can actually run this stage. Or, you know, that little hub. I don't know what it is about that area that was just so graphically intensive. Do I not have enough? No, okay. I was about to say, am I only, like, level 4? What is this? Come on. I will see if I can do the day stage of Skyscraper Scamper. And then, even if I can, I'm still going to save it for next time. Okay, it doesn't look like it. You know, I landed in between them, but I still managed to get it. Alright. So, now, oop, I'm sorry. Like I said, I will go and I will refight those bosses. So, Egg Beetle I already S-ranked. It's Egg Devil Ray that I need to... No, I already S-ranked. So it is just Dark Gaia Phoenix and Dark Moray that I need to do better at. Of course, with the Werehog stages, the speed that you complete it at is not the only determining factor. It's how much health you have, your combos. I don't know if, like, Unleash meter or, like, how much you use it goes into it. Alright. Come on. Alright. There we go. That's very much what we wanted to see the first time. How much health you have left is another one. Oh. And making sure you don't fail any QTEs. That's also important. Alright, and then this should be the one. Yep. And while we're doing this, things should respawn fairly soon. Ah. There we go. Ah. There, that is the one time that I will use those in this entire playthrough. Ah, you're joking. Alright. Oh no, they do regain over time. I guess it's just if you run out while you're playing the actual, or while you're in an actual combat encounter. But as you saw right there, once again, like I said, that A press 6 times at the very end. There we go. That's what I like to see. Those 6 A presses at the end are always going to be the same. Alright. You know what? We have time. Assuming that I don't take the next 20 minutes to fight Dark Moray, I think we can do an exorcism real quick. Grab. Thank you. Luckily you're not graded on these. It's just, hey, save these people's souls. You don't have to do it at a super high standard. Just make sure that they're safe. You jerks! I don't think I'm gonna get this exorcism done in time. That really sucks. Ah. Yeah, no. Come on, hit him! Hit him! No! Okay, cool. Now we just pull back for a second. Yeah, 15 seconds. Not gonna happen. There you go. You can always retry them whenever you'd like. Of course, if you, come on, grab the other dude. Oh, dear gods. Come on. You can pause buffer those, which is essentially pausing the instant you see the prompt come into view, just to read what the prompt is without having to take any time away from the actual input. But I felt like just doing this the way it's intended to. Cool. Okay. Just talking to yourself. I mean, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do when you're streaming. There aren't always going to be people here to bounce off of. And that's fine. Because I don't just do this for the live audience, I go for the people that, weird anime. If you're talking about May, they went to sleep. Oh, just barely. Alright. There we go. And now, like I said, we will redo the Dark Moray boss fight just to try and get a better rank. Afterwards, we'll drop off some souvenirs to Professor Pickle, and I think that'll be the end of the stream. There. Yeah, A rank, we can do better than that.
Wonder if we can use it somehow.
Come on. Well, there we go.
I bet that cheek love's weak spot is that green glowing thing.
Certainly not winning this one for speed, let me tell you that much. Or life, rather. Alright. Hey, there we go. That was probably the best thing we could have gotten. And this is what I was talking about. Sometimes it just gives you terrible luck. There we go. No. There we go. Just one more phase to go. Oh, you've got to be friggin' kidding me. That was unfortunate. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. But yeah, anybody who's currently in chat right now, what are your opinions on the short, little animated short Night of the Werehog? It was an official Sega Marza Animation Planet joint. It came out, I believe, to promote Sonic Unleash. And it was a pretty good special, if I do say so myself. Just a fun, goofy little side story.
Sorry, I'm in a rush here.
Alright, let's see. Did that do any better? No, it's better, but still not enough to get me that A rank. Alright. We'll do one more go. Perhaps I can get better luck with the canisters.
This canister thing looks real cool. Wonder if we can use it somehow.
That's fine. I really wish I would have been in a better place for this. Come on. You know you wanna.
I bet
No!
the big log's weak spot is that green glowing thing.
Smack your head down.
Wonder if you could freeze the big guy using this chili canister.
Fine. Alright. There. Nothing super big to really say about this fight. Just trying to make sure that I do this correctly. That was not what I would consider done correctly. There we go. That worked, and I'm so glad it did. You know, you really didn't have to do that. I didn't even know you could do that. That's hilarious. I kind of want to have them do that from now on. Come on. Attack the canister. Either that or it's gonna freeze you right here anyway. Alright, there we go. I think damageless with more rings, that should get us the amount that we need to get next rank. Sorry, I'm in a rush here. Yeah, there we go. Just enough to push it over the edge.
Oh, yeah, that's right, baby.
Alright, but that being said, now we return to Professor Pickle. I don't know why I waited until day there. We return to Professor Pickle and give him some souvenirs. Right. You don't have the option to just immediately go to Professor Pickle's lab yet. And hey, I can buy the souvenirs while I go through here. So, it was a blessing in disguise. By the way, there is a food item. It's not here, apparently. It's, I believe, typically known as, Turkish ice cream that I very much want to try because of its, sort of elastic, properties. It just looks so good. I've received word from EC. Eggman's robots have been spotted nearby. I'd like you to go check on the situation post-haste, Sonic. Well then, do you have any further questions? Yes, and how can I help you with souvenirs? Alright, we have the photo frame. Care for a pointer on how to ace those daylight stages? Reach the goal ASAP, even if it means ignoring foes along the way. I should think racing at breakneck speed should be right up your alley. There are times when you need to push blocks or boulders, I imagine. Holding the dash button will get the job done faster. Oh, old news, was it? If I had a nickel for every breakable door in Spagonia by night. Well, perhaps a dime. Point being, you may have missed a few on your way. Collecting what's behind those doors is an even quicker path to wealth. It's a sun medal. Surely you've met, whatever I said last time, from the Spagonia General Store. Well, hearing his woes, it seems he, Ada, the jeweler, and Chef Gigi all share a very interesting connection. I won't spoil the surprise for you. After knocking an enemy up into the air, you can proceed to pummel it in an aerial combo, my boy. No interruptions from other monsters that way. I certainly wouldn't want to be the recipient of that sort of punishment. As you talk to people around town, sometimes they'll ask you for your help in order to get something or other. Depending on the item, you may be able to purchase it in a shop or find someone who has it. You may also find it in an entrance stage, so be observant. A moon metal. Perhaps my favorite part of all my travels to Hallowstream have been the penguins. I hear some like to hide their treasures by the rocks where they gather. Absolutely adorable. Why, I can think of no nobler bird. One or two. It's a sun medal. Why, thank you. My instrument suggests one of the walls on that route is breakable. It seems to block the way into a hidden passage. Well worth checking, Just look for the pair of snowmen. You can't miss them, my boy. You'll know you've grown near and dear to Chip's heart when he starts offering more than simple reviews on the food you give him to eat. That said, he may hold a bad meal against you, so do pay attention, It's an art book. So yes, there are foods that Chip enjoys, like the chocolate chip sundae supreme, and there are foods that he doesn't. So, like I said, it's a hidden stat that, you can have go up or down, depending on the type of food that you feed Chip. My projections show room in the townsfolk list for 98 people in total. I trust you'll spare no effort in getting to know the townsfolk you'll meet. And I didn't show it before, but you can see all of the souvenirs that you've given over to Professor Pickle. Happy hunting! And, you know, we have various different cutscenes that you can get by, you know, getting them through stages. You can purchase them in shops, you can find them in entrance stages. Same thing with the art books. You have the directory, which shows you people you've met in Eggman Land. Yeah, that's where this game goes. That helps you sort of find people that you haven't talked to. As you can see, we have... I talked to pretty much everybody in Apatos, but then, you know, you get over to Spagonia, and it's 12, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26. You know, it jumps around because I haven't talked to everybody. And now we have the bestiary. We have the egg fighter. That's what they're called in this version. Okay, good to know. Egg fighter, egg launcher, spinners, thunder spinners, egg typhoons, egg blizzards, egg flames, thunderball, arrow cannon, arrow chaser, interceptor. That's what this thing is called. Yeah, I believe you meet this guy in Chunnan. Shows up later in Adabat, and then shows up one more time in Eggman Land. But I could be wrong about that. I don't know if they use this dude in the DLC. But, you know, there's that. With a massive fish robot created by Eggman to defeat Sonic, armed with laser beams and explosives, capable of dealing quick and expansive energy blow. Okay, so it just doesn't mention... It just doesn't mention the little dudes piloting it. Okay, so these are nightmares, deep nightmares, killer bees, red killer bees. Cure masters, power masters, and fright masters. So let's read what the differences are. As masters of curative magic, these phantoms go around healing their cohorts. For whatever reason, it is unable to heal its own wounds, though. Their magical empowerment raises their allies' attack strength to try to take them out before they can get a spell off. Left alone long enough, these dark conjurers will summon forth an endless supply of frights. Cut them off at the source. Denser than they look, they make great weapons when thrown. I very much enjoy when games have like a little bestiary section and little flavor text for all their enemies. I also like when it tells you straight up what their names are. If I'm being honest. So we have Little Rex, Red Rex, Dark Fright, Red Fright, Big Mama, Titans, and a few other. Like the Flowers, the Dark Bat Snipers. There's another one, which are Electric Dark Bats. Those things are so annoying because they have you use them for platforming segments later on in the game, and you have to time it, and you have to hold on to a specific Dark Bat while you wait for the Electric Dark Bats. But we'll see that next time. Dark Phoenix, this divine protector of the Chunnan people, was tainted by Dark Gaia's influence and went berserk, leaving its usually quiet existence in the depths of the Gaia Temple. Previously, it only emerged once a year during the Meat Bun Festival. Dark Moray, Dark Gaia's sinister influence, joined with the freezing climate of the Hallowstream tundra to form this beast. The frost it breathes comes from human sorrow and grief, frozen into deadly projectiles. That's really cool, and also kind of sad. I am kind of interested because this one took over a peaceful essentially guardian of the Chunon people. This one, it says that it was created. Like, I believe Dark Gaia Phoenix is the only one that we see of the Dark Gaia beasts. Actually have a uncorrupted form. I believe all the rest of them simply disappear, or you don't see what happens to them after you fight them. Also, that crystal ball that we got earlier. Belongs to Iman over here. Oh, I need the actual crystal ball. I just have... I just have, the thing. Alright. So this is, Saeed. Who is the reason why we have been collecting the different, sort of chai teas. So he's looking for the ultimate chai. Apparently I can't give it to him yet. Alright. Well, I don't want to just be dinking around for these last few minutes, so I'll try to get an S rank in the first stage, which, like I said at the very beginning, is surprisingly difficult.
Here we
Well, with performance like this, I don't think this is the S rank run. Give the homing attack one more go. I would love to, Chip. You know what, Chip? You rock. Well, considering that that was a slower run than my first go-around. Yeah. There we go. Maybe I just need to upgrade my ring energy. I'll get an S rank for sure this time. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the entrance stage, because I didn't ever really explore this one. So yeah, after you beat the first stage, you can fully explore to your heart's content. Let me in. Come on. But just using these little entrance hub areas is sort of a way to test your abilities and to show you what you can and can't do as the hedgehog and werehog forms, I think is a really cool idea. And that's why I'm kind of sad the oops, the Wii and PS2 versions just kind of homogenize all of them. Like, yeah, there is something to be said for just getting into the stage you want to get into, but at the same time, I feel like these areas have quite a bit of personality. and offer unique little challenges. There we go. Now that my homing attack didn't just not react. And like I said, there are multiple acts per stage. So there are a few ones that we haven't. Why you gotta do that, Sonic? You couldn't just snap to the path. You wanted to be all cool and contrarian. Now I have to go down here to grab the friggin' one-up again and hope that the homing attack actually... Okay, cool. Alright. We'll get to this little area and then I'm going to call it for the stream. I expected the boss fights. Well, one, I expected to have to S rank more of them, and secondly, I thought it was going to take a bit longer. Alright. So, we will purchase some goods from the shop. I believe the more stages you complete in a world, either that or if it's, after you complete all the story stuff related to that region, you can purchase all of the souvenirs at the shop. But I digress. This has been Fioko the Leader, otherwise known as Max CVA. Peace.